Hi, it's Kathleen. I'm from Aberdeen in Scotland, and this is my journaling ecosystem video. It's my first one, so be kind. Um, if you like everything art, journaling, everything whimsy really, crystals, jewellery, trinkets, all the good things, stick around, subscribe, and like this video. Hope you enjoy. Hi, my name's Kathleen, and this is my first YouTube video on this channel. And I have been seeing a lot of journal ecosystem videos on YouTube and wanted to try one of my own because I've been doing journaling for a long time and have accumulated a lot of journals. So my first one probably started when I was about, I don't know, 8, and from there it's gone on. I've got diaries that I've kept for years. So I've enjoyed keeping journals for many years, probably since 2008 maybe, and they have all been mostly page a day journals. My grandma kept diaries throughout her whole life, and there's diaries we've got of hers dating back to, I think it's like 1940 something, I want to say 1942. We've got them like page a day diaries from her all the way up to the year of her passing, which was 2023. And from 2 weeks before she passed, she was still doing her diary. So yeah, it's amazing, and she's my inspiration for keeping diaries in the first place. And from there, since about 2008, I've had my own diary. I write every day, a page a day in the diary. And my current one is a Papi diary for 2025. The story about this one is I had to actually write manually every single day of the year because I was impatient and wanted to buy the diary before it was actually, like released. Before the diaries were out in Papier website, I wanted to buy a blank one just so I could get my hands on a page a day diary. And it was last year, and it was just ridiculous having to write in every single day date. So, this diary, I've got all my details there. On the front page, I've got a little picture of me, I am enough. And this diary basically has little spaces for each day. And so you've got like even at the weekends on the Saturday and the Sunday, you've got page a day spreads, which is what I've really liked about this one. And you've got a space here for today's priorities. And then you've got the to-do list, which I actually tend to write over. And I just write my little things that I've got each day. And then I'll just write in the whole section that's left, even though the bit says to do, I ignore that and I just write in the whole thing. So that's that one. It came with a little note to myself saying, I love you. So there's that one. Now, more exciting. My diary for next year is a Hobonichi. This is my first Hobonichi I've ever had. And I've decorated it with stickers already. I haven't done any of the spreads yet. I see so many people doing quite elaborate spreads with these, and I don't know if I'm quite up to that task, because mostly in my diaries I just write, here's all the stickers I've got in it already. Some of these are from my friend Anne Marie, who is Frances Vomit. She goes by the name Frances Vomit, and she does stickers. So she has been doing her art for a few years now, and she does stickers as well. And there's the piranhas, the cat mermaids. And there's other artists here as well. The back is all Anne Marie, Frances Vomit. So yeah, I love it. And the Hobonichi I think is going to be really fun because you can get your yearly spreads, you've got your monthlies, you've got your weeklies as well, and then you've got data page. So you've got every day with a whole page, And I've seen people writing with their fancy pens and colours and everything on here and filling in each day. Each month also has a little tab down the side of, like, if that's going to focus, I don't know, of different colours. So it's really cool. It's really cool. I've actually got something already in the October one because Halloween is my favourite holiday. Yeah, it's got a couple of Halloween stickers there already. So that is the Hobonichi for 2026. It's a Hobonichi cousin and it's an A5 size. Next, we'll go on to journals rather than diaries. So I like to do journals. I've done journals for years, mostly notebooks, like pretty notebooks like these. I'm not going to be able to show much of this because these are really personal to me. That's upside down. And yeah, so it's like really personal stuff in some of these journals. What I will say is I only used to write on one side of the journal, on the right hand side of the journal, and I didn't even write anything on the other side. So it's like there's heaps of stuff in here not filled out. Here's a spread I did about the Ankh symbol. So yeah, things like that I journal about. End of year journaling session. What else is in this one? I just go with journal prompts, like there was the Gem Goddess did some. There was Discover Your Dharma, that book as well. Yeah, planning for the year ahead. Just like mostly prompts for this though. Like I was big into prompts and like didn't do much free writing in here. So here's the Discover Your Dharma Masterclass with Sahara Rose, Monday the 9th of May 2022. And I've just done like spreads for that there. And it was a lot of that really. It was a lot of like spreads and journal prompts in here. Imagine freedom always. That's one of my favourite sayings. So yes, there was that one. Next, I'll go to this one, which is a Good Company stone paper notebook. And oh my God, if you haven't tried stone paper, I highly recommend it because it's so smooth to write on. Again, I've only used half of this journal. I haven't used the other side of the paper. So some fun things in here are new moon intentions. And then we've got the Deepak Chopra, the 7 spiritual laws of success. So we've got that there. Just taken out the book, and I've written down each law. So the law of pure potentiality, the law of giving, the law of karma and cause and effect, the law of least effort, my favorite one, and the law of intention and desire, the law of detachment, the law of dharma or purpose in life. And then I've written some things in there about that. And this has got little stickers in it actually, before I really put much stickers. And then this bit, it says, it's all Greek to me. And I've just got a few things like autophile, a person who loves solitude and being alone, which I do. I do. I replenish myself with time alone actually. And as much as I enjoy being around people, I really enjoy time to myself and just chilling out and doing my journaling and things like that. So yeah, that was a little spread in there. Full moon intentions, a letter to myself, really personal, so we'll keep that out of there. I'm an Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, and a Libra rising. So yeah, I do a lot of kind of journaling on astrology as well in the past. So we've got different things here, different spreads with different kind of layouts. We've got one little saying here. So it says, self-control is strength, calmness is mastery, You have to get to the point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. We will leave that one there. So with the stone paper notebook also, it comes with this, which you just tuck into each page before writing on it. And then that just means that you don't go through to the other page with like the dents that can happen with this paper here. So yeah, a good company stone paper notebook. Then we've got my other notebook that I only wrote on one side of, and this is the last one of those that I will ever do, because now I love to write on both sides. Here's a little poem I did on time, and then we've got little affirmations, positive affirmations. We've got evening journaling, spring journaling. We've got I am in charge of my mind. Most of the time it says on there. and although I haven't like got to the other side of the pages, I'm quite happy with how that went. It's a beautiful journal. I got it in Almath down in Northumberland, and it's got gold edging around the paper, and it's a lovely shiny cover. It's really one of the most pretty journals I've ever owned. So yeah. Just checking I'm recording. Oh my god. This year I got onto doing The Artist's Way. Finally, I've heard about the book for years. I've had the book for maybe 2-3 years, but I had never done it. So this was the year that I decided to actually go ahead, join a group of other women that were doing it as well, and we worked through it up to week 6 when the group kind of fell apart a little bit, but we all kept going and we had a group chat, and we now meet up occasionally just to chat about anything, you know, and it's been really good. But it started me on my journey of morning pages, which are in here, which is a beautiful notebook that my boyfriend's mum actually made by hand, and it's felted. It's done with felt, so it's really nice. Kind of, I think she did the wet felt technique laid out, and then it's also got material inside, so the notebook tucks into that material. And yeah, I love it. I really love it, and I want to find another notebook that fits in here, but it's like an awkward size, and it's not A5, and I think it's 8 inches tall, which has been really difficult to find another journal, but I've got hope that I will find one and soon be able to fill it up. So yeah, this is the morning pages. You do 3 pages of stream of consciousness writing. I really enjoyed this, like just every morning waking up, taking that 20 minutes to do my morning pages. 20 to 30 minutes, I'd say, is what they take. Definitely now, in my current morning pages journal, they take 30 minutes, which has been a big jump in time, really. Each morning to be taking like 30 minutes to write is quite a lot. So, yeah, there's that. This is a beautiful journal. This is one that kind of opens like so, and it was from Waterstones, and it's a paper blanks one, and it's got lovely pages. Look at the pages. The details on there are amazing, and the book itself, just a gorgeous book. So yeah, I've really enjoyed writing in here. I started it on the 7th of July of this year, and I'm almost at the end because I've been doing the morning pages, and you go every day. It's for 3 pages a day, so it doesn't take long to complete a journal, and I love that because I used to buy journals and never finish them. You know, I never get to the end of a journal. So honestly, to have this and be able to have finished it will be a big achievement. Same as this was. This, to finish a whole book for me, wow. It normally takes a whole year. So yeah. And then we have something quite fun. We have a junk journal. Now, this is something that's more like, it's a junk journal, but it's more art. So I'm an artist and I have other sketchbooks as well. So I've got like my completed sketchbook that I'd love to show, and it's a moleskin one. And I would just love to kind of document through a whole finished sketchbook, because that's something I've never been able to do before. So this one is my junk journal, and I've had this for quite a few years, since 2014, and it unties. It ties in the first place because it's now too fat to close. So yeah, I've got so much in here that I'll try and show some of. But yeah, I think this is a whole separate video actually on art and junk journaling. Things in here that mean so much to me are like the speech that I said at my granddad's funeral, and yeah, just paintings I've done throughout the year. It's got trips I've been, like to Rome. It's got marbling, paintings. It's got all sorts of stuff in here, and even pictures. Where's the picture? There's a picture in here. It's got cards that I've got over the year from my parents, my grandma. My grandma's handwriting in here, and his cards. Just paintings, colourful paintings, all sorts. And here's a picture of me when I was around, maybe, I don't know, I want to say 18. My friends Laura and Nat. Laura I still know to this day. We've been friends since we were 5. So yeah, really cool to have her in the memory in the book as well. This is the stuff I've done in more recent years. So this is actually photos of the beach that I had printed out in free prints. My grandma's funeral as well. And we've got the book that came, and the order of ceremony in this leaflet here. A celebration of the life of Catherine Flett Bremner, my idol. And yeah, it still makes me quite emotional to see. So we've got cats. So this is my little Sparky Pie. She's 16 years old now. This was Maisie, our other cat, that's sadly passed away now. So yeah, it's just a way to document memories. You can stick anything in here. You can have little cards, paintings, all sorts of things. And junk journaling's a way to document, you know, like all sorts of things, random stuff. And I've got pictures of like paintings that I've done, photographs, cards, some poetry in there. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. But yeah, if you want another video on junk journaling, or on scrapbooks, or on art journals, things like that, I've got you covered. So next is just a little one I found as I was looking for my journals to speak about today. And it's quite a cool one because it opens like that. And it's another Paper Blanks one actually, probably bought in Waterstones. I actually got this at age 23 in 2010. And it says, the 14th of October, the night before I fly to New Orleans. And that was a big, poignant moment in my life that went from wonderful, going to New York 2010, to tragic and a lot of changes in my life. So yeah, this is a little journal that I kind of started. I didn't finish. There's just a little bit used up in this journal. But it's one that I tend to go back to over the years. I tend to visit it maybe every 5 years just to say where I currently am. I haven't done that in a while, so yeah, soon. Might get back to that soon. Yeah. And then, last but not at all least, we have my Louise Carmen. And this is such a special purchase. I never thought I'd be able to have a Louise Carmen. And I've got the charms. We have, the charms I have are a little key, a gold key. We've got an eye, a hand of Fatima, a set of paintbrushes, the Star Tarot card, and this fun one that just kind of hangs down and gets it all glittery, and I love it. A Louise Carmen notebook is one that you can refill, so it's something to keep forever. I've got my name there, Kathleen, Inside this book, I tend to write things that I've been doing lately is like a course. I've been doing a course with a lady called Callie, and it's been quite good to just journal the things from the course. The module 1 reflections are in here. It's called the Aligned and Empowered Portal, the course, so it's really cool. I really recommend you check that out. There's shadow work, there's mirror work, there's a lot of deep work. So yeah, we're doing all that at the moment. This is my affirmations at the moment. That's the bit that I've got to. So yeah, affirmations, colourful pen, little bookmark with a K on it here as well. This is something else I'd like to do a video on because I've got quite a lot inside of here. So I've got stuff that I keep in the zip pocket at the side, and then I've got photos and things that I keep as well in these pockets. So yeah, there's my grandma, and yeah, just lots of things, sentimental pieces that I keep in there. This here has a top secret thing that I'm working on now for my business. And then this one is a to-do list. So that's the to-do pages. So in the to-do pages, you get the week basically, and you write out your to-dos for the week, personal and professional. This little cat card that I intend to write something in here. So yeah, I've got that in there from a local artist. And then we've got a black paper notebook that Louise Carmen also, you can purchase from there. And that can be one of your inserts. I plan to draw lace in there with white pen. It was a good technique we learned in my art class. So yeah, but it's a really special book and I love it. And I intend to fill it with so much memories, personal goals, and yeah, that's that. So Louise Carmen, I'd love to show you more of this. So I think I'll do a separate video on my Louise Carmen another time. But yeah, that's my journal collection. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been good fun to record it. I didn't think I was going to be able to speak for like through a video because speaking on camera makes me really nervous, but I've managed. I've got to the end. I've maybe spoke a little bit fast. Maybe need to slow down a little bit, calm down a little bit, but it'll all get better with time. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.